Bye, Draculina! What's up, guys? It's Drac, and today we're going to be reviewing all three of these blasters, but we're going to start with this. So this is, of course, the Nerf Zombie Strike Brain Saw, part of the Zombie Strike line. We got to play with this at Toy Fair. It's got a spinning saw blade made of foam. Talk more about that in a second. Woo, that's a lot of wind down here in New Orleans. Saw is actuated with this kind of almost ripsaw type cord. A little tiny cord connects this to, I'm sure, some sort of mechanism that's forcing it to spin. You can get it going about that fast, and of course this is all for try me purposes. You have the ability to access it through the box. Now, as far as the blaster itself seems to stop right around here where we have darts going in on this side and the other side. So 8 darts total, fires darts, spinning saw blade. Mission is slice a path to shelter any walking zombie through unprotected territory. It's like a Clue game, guys. No brain, no pain. So it's telling you that it comes with 8 Zombie Strike Elite darts. Let's go ahead and unbox this effective, or poetic rather, that we are using a zombie tool to liberate this blaster. Probably going to need that again in a second, but as mentioned, comes with 8 Zombie Strike darts. Mess with them everywhere. So not quite the rough cut, going to be performing a little bit differently despite having a very similar Smart AR system. The valving is going to be different. So this blaster will be getting, I'm sure, similar performance, but only fires one at a time. Now the Toy Fair model is fickle. Wind finally died down. Excellent. So let's take a look at the overall aesthetic for the blaster. We've got this chain kind of plastic going up into the foam. It mirrors throughout, but of course this is hard plastic on either side, and the top is kind of friendlier. Now, I still wouldn't want to use this as a melee weapon of any kind. It's long, it's unwieldy, and it's a pretty big chunk of ABS, all things considered. Now, in the spirit of using whatever you can find in the wasteland for your zombie striking needs and requirements, we have a screwdriver with a screwdriver style handle. It looks like a flathead up here being the priming bar. Very, very short stroke. So primed back and forward. I believe this blaster is slam fire, but we'll check it out next time. Now, luckily the clearance here is tight, but the darts will in fact escape the ripsaw area with no problems. So, like I said, standard elite performance. We're going 1, 2. You can see that if we hold it out in front like so. Let's try slam fire. Slightly worse performance in slam fire, just because, but single fire, definitely solid. It was an awful shot, and we cleanly went through the entire way. So it's a slightly more ammo efficient rough cut, losing the cool thing about the rough cut, which was that it was a multi-shot madness blaster. Hit twice at once, but that's the Zombie Strike Brain Saw. Looks like my deco here is a little off, kind of sloppy, but no worries about that. Is it worth the price? That's very, very hard for me to say. I don't think so. I honestly would rather have a rough cut than this blaster. The spinning saw gimmick to me is more of a liability than an asset. If your HVZ game allows for melee, then your HVZ game is insane. So can't in good faith recommend that, but it's expensive. It's expensive for what it is. I want to say it costs more than the rough cut and gets very similar performance in a much larger package. The grip is also much less comfortable. Not back here, this is fine aside from the goofy wrap, but it's still not as good as the rough cut's shotgun style prime, and ultimately this screwdriver is terabad. Like, the screwdriver is nowhere near as good as the full shotgun prime. But that's the review. If you really want to spin, I guess you can check out the link in the description box below to purchase And I mean, if I do a modification guide for this, which is unlikely, I will post it down below as well, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe if you guys comment that you'd really like a mod guide for this, we'll make it happen. Thanks for watching.